purpose of bringing together those that have with those that need. In other words, your borrowers and your savers, and being a conduit for that to occur. And traditionally, they started as volunteer organizations that were probably done originally in somebody's kitchen table in a house. Mm-hmm. And then we've grown over time to be sophisticated financial institutions, but with the core concept of just helping folks. So being good community partners align with our core. Mm-hmm. And so we went from Bib Teachers Credit Union in 1936 to changing our name to Mid-South Community Federal Credit Union as we grew to serve beyond just educators, mm-hmm. but also the community. Now, one of the things we really want to make sure we never forget where we came from. Yes. So we want to always have that extra little emphasis on serving educators and their families, mm-hmm. because we believe that avenue of employment and work is one of service as well. Mm-hmm. You become an educator to see the light bulb go off in a child's mind. And I tell you, to this day, the person that had the greatest impact on my life was a teacher. At a time when I need, and every time I think about him often. His name was Coach Cumbo, and I could have went in a different direction. He taught me a lot of things about respect and honesty and caring, and I would not be who I am today without Coach Cumbo.
Or how can we strengthen our partnerships between community and schools and families for us to maximize some of those opportunities and ensure they're available to those who are most in need, or those who may not quite know as much about those partnerships? How can we maximize some of those opportunities? How do you see us strengthening that?
I would work hard through groups such as United Way, such as some of your other civic organizations, to invite folks in, because it's the exposure. Now, unfortunately, the world we live in right now makes that very challenging, because you and I are doing this for a reason, not in person. But that's going to change again one day. And I think getting out of sharing our own worlds, inviting folks like yourself to come into our business, to us to get out, to bring students in, it's really just getting out of our own day-to-day operations and going to experience something different, because through experience we truly learn. I can read about it all day long, but I'm impactful when I can feel it, I can see it. When I can emotionally absorb what's going on, I'm impacted, compared to reading and things. And I think it's true for students when they get out and they see, okay, and they hear it, because like your mom and dad tell you something and you don't believe them till you hear it from somebody else. Well, the teachers can probably tell them something, but they come and hear it from a business leader. They may pay a little more attention to it. So,
Mr. Bibb, I'm hearing some field trips, some job shadowing opportunities there in that last comment. Mr. Bibb, thank you so very much. There are just no words for our gratitude of you taking time to talk to us about how we can continue to connect and just become better partners within our community and with our families. I thank you for the time that you've taken to talk to me today.
It's always my pleasure. Anytime I can be of any kind of a help, I'd be honored to do so.